If you were wondering how to get approved for the Amazon Influencer Program, I'm going to walk through exactly how I got my dad in his 60s approved for the program within 72 hours. I'm going to go over the social media account we used, the stats of that social media account, how we filmed the videos. I know there's information all over the place. Some people say you need this many followers, or you should be using this platform or that platform. I'm literally just going to go over our experience, what happened. I was kind of shocked that we were able to get approved as quickly as we did. So I'm going to share everything over here, all the stats, and then kind of what I learned about it. So I was home for the weekend. I was actually at my parents' staying there, and I was going around their house taking some videos of some new stuff they got for the influencer program. And my dad was like, I want to do the influencer program too. How do I do it? So I was like, I have a free guide. So I sent him that free guide. It's linked down below if you want to check that out. I didn't think much of it. I was just kind of continuing to make videos. 15 minutes later, he kind of comes over. He's like, all right, I read the guide. I think I just got approved. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, because in my head, I didn't think he would get approved. But sure enough, he got approved. And he did it with a TikTok account. So his TikTok account, which this doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. He's probably had the TikTok account for maybe 2 to 3 years, posts sporadically. Here are the numbers. He's following 527 people. His follower count was 184. He has 1,308 likes. He had 42 videos, and his most viewed video was about 1,470, so about 1,400, which is super interesting to me because you hear all the time that you have to have a certain follower account. I don't even know if I've heard of anyone getting approved with like 184 followers. You hear people buying accounts, all this other stuff. My theory is that some of his stuff, maybe it has to do with the likes. I don't really know. 1,300 likes, maybe that shows engagement. I don't know if it's because he had the account for 2 or 3 years, but he hasn't even posted in, I think, a week or two. I'm not going to give you the account because I don't want to like dox him or anything like that. But I felt like that was super interesting that he was able to get approved with that. Lessons from this, things that I've learned. Number one, you got to try. So I sent him the guide. I probably would have just been like, listen, like, let's kind of build up your TikTok a little more before applying for the program so we get approved. But he just clicked the link, tried it, and it worked. And I think that's a big thing that separates a lot of people. I'm sure there's hundreds of people who have downloaded the guide already. And, you know, maybe they didn't even click the link to try to get approved. But you just got to try. So that is one of the biggest takeaways for me. Number two, you got to take action. I know so many people I've told about the influencer program, followed up with them in DMs or even other people, and they've yet to take action. They've yet to create a social account. They've yet to apply. You just have to be taking action and do it quickly. He got approved for the program. And then he was like, all right, what's the next step? I was like, we got to get you approved for on-site. So we got to make 3 videos. He's like, can you help me make the videos? I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, can we do it right now? I'm like, sure. So that just action mentality. Let's do it right now. Let's not wait till tomorrow. Can we just do it right now? Can we get it done? You have to have that action mentality. And that goes for anything, whether you have a business, you're reselling, whatever you're trying to do, you need to take action and not wait and just take your time. Number 4 or 3, he asked for help. He was able to do the first part, but now he's like, what is the next part? So asking for help, I've always been a big proponent of that. You know, when I first started, I took a bunch of courses, worked with a bunch of coaches, got myself just up and running quickly. I got to a certain point. I'm like, all right, I have this many videos. How do I take it to the next level? I'm stuck. Let me get some help. All right, I'm at the next level. I want to go to the next level now. Let me see who I could get some help from. So you always got to be kind of asking for help if you get stuck, or be resourceful and go on YouTube and go wherever to get that help. And this fourth one, which I don't know if this really helped the approval process or not, is I was filming him. So basically we did a review for an above ground pool. We did a review for a cup holder caddy for the pool, and we did a review for a cooler. All the videos were filmed outside in the backyard, which is interesting because not that it was super busy, but you know, there was a swing set in the background. There was like flowers in the background as well. It wasn't just that clear cut background. And I was just kind of following him with the camera. So what I think kind of with these videos was they weren't necessarily edited, but it was a much better video that I could do of him than he'd be able to do by himself. So it was like basically like if he's holding this water bottle and set pointed here, I was able to like zoom in for him and do that. So I think that played a big role in it too. We did not do any thumbnails or anything like that. The videos were, I would say, over a minute. They were anywhere from 110. I think the longest video was 127. It was him just talking about the product and how he used it. I think that was another big thing too. He had a lot of personal experience. Like he was talking about the cooler. He was just like, yeah, I took this cooler on vacation with me. It kept my beverages cool. I was looking for a cooler. When I was going on vacation, I stumbled across this one. I love it. It has wheels. I could pull it around. It keeps my beverages cold. You could just tell that he used the product. He knew about the product. And I think that was one of the big determining factors. Amazon's really looking, can you make a good description video? Are you using the product? Now, we did not have any beverages in the cooler, but we were wheeling it around. We were showing the cup holders. We were showing the measurements, how much could be inside of it. So that was one for that. The pool caddy, we were going through that. Hey, this is what it looks like. It could hold 4 different size cups. You could put snacks in it. You could put pool toys in it. This is how I put it on the pool. This is how I tighten it. It was all stuff like that. Very descriptive. And I think that is one of the big things they're looking for. Above ground pool. Hey, this is how big it is. This is what it looks like. This is how long it took me to put together. Here's the side of it. This is how you empty it. This is how you fill it. Just super, super descriptive. So if you're struggling to get those videos approved, I would suggest highly doing products you are super familiar with, can talk about for at least a minute and a half, talk about how you use it. In the guide, it tells you exactly what you can and can't mention. So go look at that. There's a whole checklist in there. But just wanted to share this. My experience helping my dad get approved within 72 hours. I am working with some other people or just helping friends out that are struggling to get approved just for the social or struggling to get their videos approved. It's just crazy. So that's kind of why I wanted to share this experience with my dad, because maybe it will help someone else. Again, this is what we experienced. So if you are into or want to get approved for the Amazon Influencer Program, there's a free guide below for you. Leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys in the next video.